Hi there, it's another tarot sesh. I'm the Can Astrologer. My name is Abby, and this is the full moons of 2025 for the general collective. And so what we're going to be doing, welcome back to all of my returning subscribers. For those of you who have been following the channel for a couple years, you guys know at the end of each year, I do a reading for the upcoming 12 full moons of the next year, and then we journal everything, and then throughout all of next year, each month I use that information and we go through and do like a full moon reading for each one of the signs. And so it's really cool. For those of you following the channel, you guys also know that I do a song like as I'm getting the cards together and everything. And the song that came on for the full moon reading for 2025, it's called Invincible by Big Wild featuring Ida Hawk. And it's really cool. I saw Big Wild perform and they played this song. They did this song. It was at the Emerald Cup in California one year. And it was just a very incredible experience. And so this song is also incredible. You know, it's very mystical. It's it involves all of the elements: earth, air, fire, wind, water, even spirit. But it's talking about, being invincible and the power of, feeling invincible. Some of the lyrics, I'll go over it, but some of the things that I picked up in the lyrics are the signs don't lie. It talks about the signs, so you could be getting signs, from Mother Nature, from the universe, numerology, seeing numbers everywhere and things like that. But the signs don't lie, and the path is igniting your roots. So it's like as you are aligning yourself and you're on this path to higher enlightenment, to your soul purpose, to what it is that that you promised yourself, that you decided, made that soul contract, that you are going to, be here on earth for, right? Whether you're conscious of this or not. But this path that you're on, you experiencing this, it's waking you up to your roots. It could be traditions, it could be, ancestral roots, like far, far, far back, lifetimes ago. And you could be like, waking up and, tapping into the Akashic records and things like that. So, but it says, then it says grow in front of you, because you grow right before your own eyes as this is all happening. I feel like for many of you, because again, this is just a very general collective reading, and take what resonates, leave what doesn't, for the next person that it's meant for. Do understand that energies can be crisscross, flip-flopped, and or reversed, but that this is all about balance. And these readings are really just going to be tapping into the themes of what the full moon is going to be for each one of the months. And so let's get into it. But yeah, we're talking about invincibility. There you go. The power takes over. Now you are invincible. You'll feel like this power take over. It hypnotizes the truth. Yeah. So hard to breathe when fighting the sun away. All you need to know is that you're on the way. There you go. The power takes over. Ayo. Now you are invincible. I feel like for the most of you, for the general collective, this whole next year, 2025, it's a 9-year, and it's about completion and being right at the very end of something. Also wish fulfillment and freedom and individuality. And so I feel like this is going to be, for many of you, your year where you become invincible. You master something, you get to the end. All right, so let's get into it. We're going to start out with January. What do we have in January for the full moon, which is on the 13th at 2:27 Pacific Standard Time? This is on a Monday. The full moon will be in Cancer. It's called the Wolf Full Moon. I'm looking at the clock right now. It's 11:11. So what we're going to do is just go through each one of these moon spirits, calling in our spirits for higher peace, power, protection, prosperity for the greater good. And I'm going to shuffle for this one 6 of Pentacles as we go into the shuffle. So this is I think in January we're going to be balancing out finances, getting back on our feet financially for many of us coming off the holidays. Many of us starting new jobs, new work. What do we have for the general collective for the full wolf moon in Cancer in January 2025? What is their card? Thank you. I'm only taking the first one that's flipped over. It's funny, the 3 of Staffs and then the 2 of Staffs flipped over right after it, but I'm going to take the 3. So the 3 of Staffs, this is talking about, you know, waiting for your ships to come in, knowing that you've got something coming in. Knowing that you've got something coming in, you can see it, you can feel it. It's just not there yet. You know, it's on the horizon. You can sense it. You can almost taste it, right? Like, depending on what this is, but it's just not there yet. So that's for January, the 3 of Staffs. Now we're just going to take a top card or whatever falls out, Spirit. This is the Gateway Oracle card for January, please. January full wolf moon in Cancer. People's heart open to love. Heart will be opening to love. I love this. Starting fresh. The very beginning of the year. Starting fresh. So wonderful new beginnings blossoming in my life for January. Love that. For many of you, it'll be opening up to love. Okay, now what do we have for Queen of the Moon Oracle? January. What is the theme for Queen of the Moon Oracle for January 2025? Trust underneath the deck. Many of you are going to be learning how to trust. Ooh, number 34, Hot Moon Extremes. So you could be starting fresh in romance for many of you, or you could, for those of you already in relationships, you could be taking your romance or taking your relationships to the next level. For many of you, it'll be extremes. You could be starting fresh with a new romance, but it'll be like, you know, hot and heavy, very passionate. The number 34 could be significant for you. 3 plus 4 is 7. 7s are about defending yourself, morals, ethics, beliefs, values. Okay, what do we have for the Herbal Astrology Oracle? I'm not going deep into the meanings of these cards because we don't go super deep, you know, throughout the months when I get into the moon readings for the signs, because that's what the readings are for eventually. But I look for symbolism. I look for things that are alike. What do we have for January, please? The Wolf Moon in Cancer. Lion's Mane. Leadership is underneath the deck, so playing like a significant role or taking a role with some type of form of leadership. It could be work or in a family type of role would be significant. So we've got number 13, Motherwort, Strength. That is the sign of, what is that, Venus? Is that, yeah, that's Venus. So Venus could be significant for you in the month of January. Also Motherwort. I suggest looking into Motherwort. Oh, that's funny. And also, she, like, her heart. She's like, her heart chakra is wide open. So that's that heart opening. I do feel like there's going to be some type of new relationship for you. The 13th could be significant. 1 plus 3 is 4. 4 is about stability, foundations, like the literal four corners of a house or a home or an institution or something like that. But also it's very feminine. It's about like mother and like the Empress type of energy. Lions and Leos could also be significant. There's a picture of a lion there. So, lion's mane was underneath the deck. So Leos, somebody could be dealing with a Leo. Have it somewhere strong in your chart. If you have Leo strong in your chart, I suggest maybe looking into what part of your chart that is. And that could be a significant place in which you could be manifesting a lot of energy in January. Around the 13th, potentially. Which is, you guys, the 13th is on the full moon. The full moon. There could be some kind of hot moon extremes on the 13th. Some of you could be getting pregnant on the 13th. So also, because look, it's a picture of a uterus and mother war, right? Fertility. Okay? And especially if we're talking about hot moon extremes, there could be some, you know what I'm talking about? So watch that for those of you who aren't, you know, wanting to get pregnant. But this also could be like fertile ideas and fertile, like, new projects and relationships, partnerships, and things like that as well in business. First quarter moon in Libra. Keep your heart open. So there's the heart open thing again underneath the deck. For many of you, you will be needing to like keep an open mind and your heart open in regards to relationships in order for something to actually work. Okay, so your actual message is New moon in Virgo, trust that all will be well. New moon in Virgo. Trust that all will be well. I have the moon chart. I want to see something. I wrote down all the moon cycles for 2025. All of them. New moon. Except for I didn't write down what it would be in. Okay, whatever. So, but new moon in Virgo, the message is trust that all will be well. So just, if you're worried about how your January is going to start out, just trust that all will be well. Okay. Last card message. This is the Crystal Message Oracle. And then I'm going to do Astro Dice. And then we're going to journal that real quick so I don't forget it. Because I'm going to stack these cards and just put a post-it on it and go to the next moon. Because then I go back and I journal everything so I can use these readings in my following. Look, underneath the deck, lion skin. So this isn't like the main message, but again, Leos, lions, that courage, strength, that type of energy could be a really important like factor for you. Lions, what is it? Yeah, lion skin. But green adventuring, growth. That's your main message. So the green color of this gemstone represents nature and the natural progression of the universe. Are you growing, improving, and learning new skills? If you're not moving forward, you're falling behind. Don't rest on your laurels. Cultivate your gifts by investing in yourself and sharpening your skills. Green adventuring reminds you that life is an adventure. You are not truly alive unless you grow, flourish, and thrive. Affirmation: I am always learning, growing, and improving myself, thus increasing my value to the world. So, this is all about starting fresh, growing. I really think for some of you it also has to do with relationships. And so growth is going to be a big factor and part of this. That Three of Staffs too, that's Leo, Aries, Sagittarius energy. So Leos, I'm feeling you really strong in the month of January. That's interesting. Trust that all will be well. Somebody could be 34 years old. The number's 34, the number's 13, the number's 4. All could be significant. All right, and then for our Astro Dice, what are the major astrological principles that we need to be aware of? Virgo, okay, so we see, oh, I'm sorry, no, that's Capricorn. will still be in Capricorn during January. And then, let's see, what is that? I want to say that's Uranus. Or no. That is Mercury. Okay. So Mercury, 11th house, and Capricorn. So some of you could have Mercury, could have Capricorn and Mercury in the 11th house. For others of you, you could be dealing with a Capricorn, or a Capricorn could be significant, or you could be Capricorn or have that somewhere strong in your chart. But you could be dealing with somebody with strong placements. Now, the 11th house, that's all about career, fame, your work. It's about I aspire. So friends, groups, goals, aspirations, group contributions. It's also I share. It's Aquarius energy, but it's also Uranus energy. Interesting. But again, check your houses. Check to see what you have in your 11th. See where your Mercury is at during the month of January, and also what Capricorn placements that you have, because that could be significant for you. Okay, so that's what we've got for the month of January. As we start out with your invincible. Phew! Bless me. Oh, I hope I edit that out. We shall see. Okay, you know what? I'm just going to keep this right there for now. Alright, so now we are on to February. So February, the full moon is on the 12th at 5:53 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. This is on a Wednesday. So this is in Leo. So we had a lot of Leo significance in the January reading. We'll see how that plays into the month of February. But this is the snow moon. Now, Mars retrograde ends on February 24th, but then we have Jupiter retrograde ending on the 4th. So two big retrogrades that have been happening since 2024, and those are going to be ending in February. Okay, the snow moon in Leo, the full snow moon in Leo. What do we have for our general collective, please? 9 of Cups going into it, and it is a 9-year. That's wish fulfillment. So somebody's wishes could be getting filled. Somebody could be coming into, what fulfills them. The beginning of February. Yeah, Ace of Pentacles. I was feeling very fortunate, very lucky, very prosperous. Aces are gifts from the universe, and so there could be some kind of significant start, some kind of project, partnership, big money, an offer, Knight of Cups, an offer coming in for a lot of you. I like it. I like it a lot. So Ace of Pentacles. Full snow moon in Leo. Full snow moon in Leo on the 12th, 2025. What do we have? Letting go. Okay, so you're going to have to let go of something in order to secure something else. I surrender joyously to the ebbing and flowing of life. This is going with the flow. This is also Pisces energy. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, Aquarius, yeah, if I'm not mistaken, Pisces is at the end of February. So that could have some significance or a big play into this. The fish. I surrender joyously to the ebbing and flowing of life. Very watery energy. Underneath the deck, healing the past. Yeah, you're letting go of the past. That's what you're healing. So I step into my future with strength and clarity. Yeah, you're letting go of the past. Oh, I love that. I love that for February for the collective. What else do we have for the collective in February? The snow moon. Leo, snow, full moon, please. Spirits for the general collective. So they'll be changed. They'll definitely be changed because we've got the thunder moon underneath the deck. But change is the only constant in this world. It's the only thing that you can really, truly trust, right? Harvest moon. Fruition, number 37. So I like this. I was just saying, you have to let go of something, which is, we already know you're going to be letting go of the past in order to bring in something new. And that something new could either be coming into fruition, during the month of February, or this could be like seeds that you plant during the month of February. And by the harvest moon, the harvest full moon, which is in, I want to say, it is in October. So by October, this could be coming to fruition. Now, what's a funny fact is during the month of February is Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day babies are traditionally born in the month of October as Scorpios, and I know this because I'm a Scorpio, and so that's why Scorpios are very passionate, because they were born during a month of passion, right? For the most part. I mean, that's what they say. So 37, somebody could be 37 years old. 3 plus 7 is 10. 10s are endings, but they're also beginnings, letting go so that you can start something new. They're beginnings. 1 plus 0 equals 1, and that's the start of something new, like a brand new project or a Ace of Pentacles, some gift from the universe. I like that. I like that harvest moon energy. That's kind of like what's to come, like a clue. If something isn't coming to fruition in the month of February, and I feel like for many of you that's a very good possibility as well. Okay, what else do we have for the month of February? Skullcap stillness. Somebody could be 47 years old. We have Damiana, the beloved, number 11. So we've got soulmate twin flame energy happening here. The 11th could be significant, but also the 11th could be significant, so the day before the full moon, or 2, the second. The second could be significant, because 1 plus 1 equals 2. 2 is all about stability, foundation, strength. So in the beloved, this is Venus and Mercury? No. Venus and Pluto energy. Yeah, that's Pluto energy. Venus and Pluto energy. Whoa. So, okay, so Pluto is all about, Pluto is all about obsession and transformation and power. And Venus is about love and beauty and art and, relationships. And when you mix obsession with relationships, you know how that can get. So there could be some letting go of that kind of energy as well. You may want to let go of any kind of obsessive or compulsive type of energy, so that you can start like a new, passionate. I feel like for many of you, it also could be like if you aren't starting like an actual romantic relationship, you could be starting some type of a very fruitful business partnership, and that could be really showing itself and coming to harvest, coming to fruition by the harvest moon in October. Others of you, that very well could be twin flame soulmate energy. You guys are coming together, and that fruition is coming in the month of October. So underneath the deck, we've got take a breather, last quarter moon in Cancer, but your main message for the month of February is first quarter moon in Virgo, assess the situation. So there's going to have to be something that you have to think about and assess and figure out. And that'll be in the first quarter part of the month, I feel. Assess the situation. And I feel like you're going to be looking like at a partnership or a relationship. That's what you're going to be assessing. Figuring out, okay, what steps do we take next? Especially, I feel like it looks to me like it's going to be a pretty beneficial, successful type of coming together. But you just have to let go of the past. Or maybe let go. Like if you've known this person for a while, there could have been something that was done in the past that you didn't sit well with you. It's like you got to learn how to let go of that in order to move forward. For a lot of you, if you decide to move forward. Okay, what do we have for February for the Leo snow moon? Sunstone, creativity. So sunstone is the yang counterpart to moonstone, stimulating leadership, personal power, and strength. So this is kind of like the yin to the yang of that lion stone. So the sun is the center of the universe with planets revolving around it. Sunstone encourages you to take center stage, to be in the limelight, and to let your light shine. The iridescent glitter in sunstone helps you sparkle and be confident with your creative expression. Affirmation: I am a creative person. I always have the confidence to let my light shine. What's interesting about this is that it talks about the sun, sunstone, creativity. And Leo is the sign of the sun. It's Leo energy, and it's the Leo full moon. So that's really interesting. But I feel like, you're going to be letting go of something in the past. I do feel like there's some kind of partnership or relationship that will be coming in. Whatever this is, it's very successful. And it has a lot to do with your creativity. So that's what we're looking at for there. And then let's get the Astro dice for February with the Leo full snow moon. So we've got Aries, 5th house. And that is Uranus, I believe. I just want to double check. No, and that's why I double check. It's Pluto. Wow, okay. So Pluto, Aries, wow. Definite change. There's definitely going to be change. And in the 5th house is family. So the 5th house is all about, that's romance, fun, creative, children, and pleasure. So again, change. I want, Leo, sun energy. That's 5th house. So yeah, that's that creative sun energy. Some of y'all, again, same as in January. If you're not looking to get pregnant, make sure that you watch out for that. But for others of you, this is creating not a child, but like a new baby as in a project or something like that, a new business, a new partnership of some sort. So yeah, 5th house, okay. So that's family, pleasure, that type of energy. Wow. All right. Well, let's get into March. What do we have, spirits, for March 2025? Now, March, the full moon will be on the 13th at 11:55 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. It's on a Thursday. There's going to be a full lunar eclipse during this one. This full moon is going to be in Virgo. It's the full warm moon. During the month of March, Mercury will have a Mercury retrograde, the first Mercury retrograde of 2025. And that's going to be through the 15th through April 7th. So, and that always affects Virgos and Geminis. It can affect any sign, of course, but especially Virgos and Geminis, because that's their ruling planet is Mercury. So, yeah. And then the energy going into your shuffle is the Five of Staffs, which is this is talking about competition. It could be fighting, bickering, quarreling. It could be between 5 family members, people in the workplace, 5 people around you, 5 partners, it could be anything. So there could be competition or something like that. This will be happening in March. All right, what do we have for the full worm moon in Virgo lunar eclipse in March 2025? One card, please. What's the energy? The Magician reverse? That's the truth with the Ace of Swords underneath the deck. Wow. So, okay. I mean, I'll explain it both ways, because I don't think it's going to be Magician reverse for everybody, okay? So the Magician is Gemini energy. We are talking about Mercury retrograde, so that would be the reverse. Mercury retrograde, right? That's going to be happening. During Mercury retrograde, it affects communication, transportation, and technology, okay? And this is across the boards. During this period of time, things like, your exes of any nature, like whether relationships, work-wise, whatever, exes of any kind can come back and out of the woodwork, right? You're not supposed to cut your hair. You're not supposed to sign new contracts and things like that, right? But the Magician himself can be a little bit of a trickster. However, he's a master manifester. So this could be a time of deep manifestation for many of you. For others of you, some of you could be getting into black magic. And I say that with all seriousness, because that's what Magician reverse is all about. Somebody who's into the dark arts. Careful with that. You reap what you sow. When you're doing black magic or working against anybody's free will, that's when karma comes back and will bite you in the ass times 3, right? Or whatever you subscribe to. But some of you could be getting into, esoteric or more spiritual studies. The spiritual arts. I see like a mystical dragon on here. Dragon could be significant. We are getting out of the year of the dragon, but we are going into the year of the snake. Okay. There's definitely, for many of you, there's magic involved. Like a lot of magic. But also, like I said, manifestation. A lot of changes. And for many of you, this Magician reverse can just stand for Mercury retrograde. Because that is, my nose is itching as I say that. My nose itches when I'm like right on the money. So, Mercury retrograde. What else do we have for the full warm moon in Virgo, please? In March. Full warm moon in Virgo. Accepting what is. I accept and embrace my inner majesty. So for many of us, I feel like this is just accepting the energies that are going to be happening to us during this time. Accepting what is. Going with the flow as you heal the past. So this is, we got this card in the month of February. This is going to be a big theme moving into the next month, February into March. Healing the past, letting go. And accepting what is. You have to just accept it. You can't work against it. You can't manipulate the energy for things that you just can't get over. You have to learn how to get over it. I feel like that's what some of you are going to want to try to do. Manipulating the energy, but just make sure that you're not doing it in toxic ways. That's why you need to accept what is and accept the beauty within yourself. not trying to work magic to change yourself or yourself against anybody's will, or you don't want to change anybody's will. It's like, okay, for instance, I'm just saying, you do a love spell or you want somebody to love you, and so especially like beginner witches, they always, you know, they say, I want so and so to love me, and they're so specific about that exact person and what they're doing completely wrong. And the reason it never works is because they're trying to change that specific person's free will. You know, changing the energy around their decision making of that one person. What they really should be manifesting for themselves is the love of their divine partner, right? The love of the one person who's going to fill, you know, all their buckets, not just the ones that they want to be filled. If that makes sense. If any of this makes sense, make sure you drop a comment in the comments below, like, share, subscribe. Also, if you haven't subscribed for 2025, make sure that you do that right now. And also hit that little notification bell. That way you get notified of all of my upcoming content. Okay, so underneath the deck, we've got growth, number 5. So this also means change of direction. 5s do. So you could be changing your direction a little bit. But then we've got number 7, nourishment. I feel like, you know, this will be a period of growth for you as you're nourishing yourself and accepting what is in order to be able to move forward. 100%. Yeah. I feel like also for many of you during the month of March, you're really going to be focusing on your health, spiritual, mental, physical. You know, we're talking about like eating the right foods, detoxing yourself, drinking, you know, plenty of water. I'm hearing teas. Many of you could go like on a tea or a detox tea diet, something like that. A lot of fresh fruits. You are what you eat, right? You are what you eat. You are what you listen to. You are what you feed yourself, what you read, you know. Understand that. Okay. The 7th could be significant for you. March, please, for the general collective, 2025. The Virgo worm full moon, please. Full Virgo worm moon. Lion's Mane. So Lion's Mane wants to pop up. We have the card number 18. So the 18th could be significant as well during the month of March. Underneath the deck, we have number 35, Horsetail Patience. So there could be a situation in which you need to be patient about. But I feel like you're going to be stepping up into leadership. And then we've got Mercury. Is that Mercury again? I believe so. Yeah, Mercury is going to be significant. Because it's showing on the top here along with, what is that? Neptune? No, that's Uranus. So Uranus is about rebellion, eccentricity, upheaval, and then Mercury, this is Mercury retrograde right here as well, right here at the top. So I feel like, you know, you're going to have to rise up to a level of strength and leadership during like all of this chaos and upheaval with the Plutonian energy during Mercury retrograde. Mercury and Pluto together, dang, with the Magician reverse, accepting what is. A lot of you are just going to have to accept the energy that happens during the month of March. Because I'm hearing F shit, the word F shit. It could get a little bit crazy. It could get a little bit crazy around the time of the full moon, up until like around the 18th, maybe the 7th through the 18th. Take it as it resonates. What else do we have for the month of March 2025? So March looks like it could get a little bit hairy for us. But also, you know, I see the scales, even though that's very Libra energy, it's like all about balance, trying to balance things out through leadership. And as I say, Libra, we've got last quarter moon in Libra underneath the deck, so make time for self-love. So make sure that you're balancing everything for nourishment, self-love, while you're accepting everything that's just kind of happening around you. Top of the deck, we've got the first quarter moon in Scorpio. Release your blocks. That's going to help you accept what is. Scorpios, and I know this firsthand because I am one, we try to control our own emotions and whatnot. But it's easier for us to go with the flow if we let go, accepting what is, right, and being able to release our blocks. Also, it could be something having to do with your chakra, releasing or unblocking. I want to say your sacral chakra. That's what Scorpio rules, is your sacral chakra. Release your blocks. Get yourself grounded. Make sure that you're staying well nourished while all this chaos is happening around you, because that's what's going to put you into the energy of being able to accept what is. All right, what do we have for our crystal message? What is our crystal oracle for the month of March? Ruby zoisite. Do I have it over here? I don't. Ruby zoisite is ruby is the crystal for passion, and zoisite green is for the heart chakra. Combine, this crystal reminds you to follow your passion, follow the passion of your heart. By following your bliss, you will always have the inspiration and drive to fulfill your destiny. The universe will send the appropriate experiences and opportunities your way. Affirmation: as I follow my bliss, all doors open for me. Wonderful opportunities come my way. So you'll have some wonderful opportunities coming your way during the month of March. It may get a little chaotic, and you'll have to accept kind of what's happening all around you. But that's where this leadership comes in, and that's where these opportunities are going to come in, as you show your leadership abilities. So what do we have for our Astro Dice for the month of March? So we have Aries again, third house. That is Mars, right? I want to say it is. Yep, Mars. Aries, Mars. So Mars rules Aries. Mars, Aries. That's fiery, ferocious energy in the third house. Third house is all about money? No. That's about, I think, mental activity, learning, communication. It's about communication. Siblings, also your immediate environment. Oh, but interestingly enough, it's that Gemini Mercury energy again. So we are talking about Mercury retrograde. So that makes total sense. Go figure. The universe never ceases to amaze me. Spirits don't lie, even with Astro Dice. So go figure. Yeah, Mercury retrograde, that Mercury, Venus, not Venus, I'm sorry, Virgo, Gemini energy. It's real strong in that reading. All right, let's get into April. April, so the fourth month of the calendar year. Full moon is going to be on the 12th at 5:22 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. That's on a Saturday. This is Libra, the Libra full pink moon. Now on April 7th is when Mercury retrograde ends. Thank goodness, right? So other than that, it looks like it's going to be a pretty quiet month. Death card, Scorpionic energy underneath the deck here. What do we have for the month of April? April full moon, the full pink moon. Oh, Queen of Cups. So that's Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces energy. I like this energy for the month of April. So this is very loving, caring, mystical, wise, loyal, like devoted, motherly type of energy, especially when upright, and she is. So you could be dealing with the Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. You could be a mother. If you're a masculine watching this reading, this could be your feminine side, or you could be dealing with a feminine energy that exudes this type of personality or energy. And then we have the Lovers underneath the deck. So that's Gemini energy as well. But this could be a lover or someone that you love. What do we have for the Libra full pink moon in April, please? Libra is a sign of balance, also analytical, deep analytical thinking, right? But Libras like to be fair. They like to be cordial. They can be flirty because they're very people-pleasing, right? Underneath the deck, interestingly enough, also they can have grandiose ideas as well. Believing in magic. True magic is abounding in my life is underneath the deck. I feel like you're dealing with the Queen of Cups who practices magic or is just very majestic and magical in her own right. She's very deep and intuitive. Giving birth. So someone could actually be pregnant. You could be finding out that you're pregnant from the 2 earlier months that I was picking up on that. For some of you, not all of you, obviously. I'm bringing forth new and dynamic energy into the world. Just like I was saying, this card isn't just about giving physical birth, right? This, like fertility. This also can just be talking about being fertile with ideas and projects and success with new endeavors, partnerships, relationships in that type of sense. Doesn't have to be like literal. But I will say the Queen of Cups, if you want to talk about any of the queens being like motherly or having that maternal energy of giving birth, that's the Queen of Cups. So again, some of you could be finding out that you're pregnant and believing in magic, the magic of conception, the magic of birth, the magic of life, 100%. But also true magic. What do we have for April? Month of April for the General Collective 2025. Full pink moon in Libra, please. In April. There you go. Full pink moon in April, please. Queen of the Moon Oracle. Underneath the deck, attraction. So for some of you may be coming back around or may be coming attracted to a new partnership, new lover. Some of you could be 44 years old or approaching 44 years old. This is like Twinflame energy, master number 44. Look up angel number 44. But there could be some type of attraction that's significant for you. And it's because you're giving off this energy of like super magnetism, like self-love. This is going to be a major theme for you during the month of April, is self-love. People are going to be looking at you, attracted to you, being magnetized towards you because you're exuding a sense of self-love. And if you aren't, it's like this is what you need to be focused on. So the 6 could be significant for many of you. The number 6, it could be a birthday, it could be an anniversary, be something like that. Self-love. Flowers. April showers bring me flowers. Yeah, big theme. Just giving yourself lots of love. Waxing crescent, number 4. Okay, what do we have for the Herbal Astrology for April? Full pink moon. And I'm also seeing she's got like pink flowers in her hair. Pink flowers could be significant during the full pink moon. Just the color pink. Underneath the deck we have Dandelion, Wounded Healer. It's Chiron. Saturn. Top of the deck, this one what we're paying attention to. St. John's wort, Radiance. That's interesting, Radiance. So St. John's wort is typically it's used to help brighten people's moods. Like if you're feeling down and depressed, have a case of the blues or whatever. St. John's wort is a great natural supplement, over the counter. You can get it at Walmart, CVS, whatever. Of course, I'm not a doctor, so check with your practitioner if you need to, medical practitioner if you need to. But go check it out. Look it up. St. John's wort. I love it. I love using it. It really is like a natural mood booster, right? But with this card, it's the sun energy. So that's the first house of self, how you feel about yourself, right? But it's about radiance. It's very sunny energy, very a fiery energy. So we're talking about radiance and sense of self, self-love, you could be giving birth to this sense of self or a newfound sense of self-love that you've never felt before. You're getting wise with that. You're taking care of yourself, trying to make yourself more happy. The second of the month could be significant for you because this is a 2 card. So the 2nd, the 6th so far could be significant. It's our Moonology, Manifestation Oracle for the month of April. Already at 51 minutes, Jesus. It's going to be a longer reading because we go through all of them, but for those of you who know, you guys know how it goes, right? Underneath the deck, last quarter moon in Aquarius, reflect on your priorities. So that's just going to be an afterthought. Top of the deck, look, the new moon in Leo, shine. So more Leo energy. Wow. So it's like once we get out of this Mercury retrograde energy, I feel like there's going to be like this burst of new happiness, of new life, of new radiance. So that it's like you emerge. Mercury retrograde ends on the 7th, but on like the 6th, I feel like you're going to be giving birth to this new idea of self-love, and like kind of just like popping up and popping out with like this radiant new glow. For some of you, others of you, this could be like a glow up. Others of you, this could be motherly glow, like, finding out that you're, pregnant. Obviously, that's not for all of you. This is a very broad, general collective reading. We are just looking at the themes of each month coming up in 2025. And I'll say, so far so good. Growth for January, creativity for February, following your bliss in March. What do we have for April? Clearing away any negativity underneath the deck. Picasso stone, artistry. Named after the famous artist Picasso, this stone resembles brushstrokes in an abstract painting. It helps you acknowledge your value your artistic talent and encourages you to express yourself in your own unique way. Picasso stone promotes innovation, creativity, and thinking outside of the box. Affirmation, I embrace my artistic ability and creative talent. There are gifts I have to share with the world that only I can provide. So this is more self-love energy. I love it. This is you popping out, popping off. I feel like for many of you, it's like you're going to be working like on this new creative endeavor. I feel like, okay, so I'm looking at, the months here. January, you're going to be going through this period of growth. February, creativity sets in, and I feel like you're going to be like taking action on those ideas as you go into March, following your bliss, right? And then as you go into April, this is going to be you working on your artistry, your creativity, what those ideas were. You know, innovation, thinking outside the box, like really like popping out and popping off. Showing people what you've created. Again, for others of you, this is also you announcing pregnancy. Okay, so that's April. Okay. Then, oh, you know what? We still need to do the dice too. What are the April dice? So we have got South Node, which is about your karmic past. South Node in Capricorn. Third house. So again, that's about communication. It's about mental activity. Gemini, Mercury retrograde energy, right? But mental activity, learning, communication, immediate environment. I feel like this is going to have a lot to do with like what's happening around you, and especially with Capricorn. Capricorn's karmic past. This is all about like work and your hustle and your money, right? That's what Capricorn energy is all about. They're major motivated manifestors when it comes to that type of energy. So I feel like you're really going to be getting into the flow of some type of work situation as you get into April, big time. That's also tax season. Tax time, so I think that's significant. All right, moving ahead, we've got May. The full moon is going to be on the 12th at 9:56 a.m. And by the way, if there's anybody watching this that wants to go back in the comments and mention the timestamps as I move on to each month, that would be appreciated. I'll give you a free reading if you do it. The first person to do it, I'd appreciate it. Free personal reading, 30-minute. No big deal. But so it'll be on May 12th at 9:56 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time. This is on a Monday, and this is going to be the full Scorpio moon. The full flower moon in Scorpio. Now, during the month of May, we do have Pluto retrograde happening from May 4th through October 14th. What do we have for the flower moon in Scorpio for May? April showers bring May flowers, so the flower moon. Underneath the deck, we have the Five of Cups energy going into the shuffle. So this is about, not crying over spilled milk, letting go of the past, not crying over what's happened in the past, and just, turning around and seeing that you have two full cups still in front of you, right? Looking at what's still ahead of you and not crying over what's been lost. Okay, what do we have for May? May for the general collective, please. May, that's too many. Way too many. One card, please. May, thank you. Three of Pentacles, so we're talking about partnership. And also work, mastery, Eight of Cups, walking away from something. You could be, so when you walk away from something, you're walking towards something else. You could have walked away from something that like broke your heart, was hard to walk away from. It could have had emotional ties or connections. It was tough, right? But you could be a lot more excited, impassioned, even anxious in a good way, to be moving towards what you have in front of you with this new partnership. You have a partnership coming out. This is working together, two or more people. This could even be marriage for some of you. Not all of you, obviously, but it's usually a beneficial type of partnership that has to do with money, pentacles, coins, material goods. That's what the pentacles are all about during the month of May. What do we have for the flower moon? Mayflower moon in Scorpio for the month of May. For a general collective, please. It's too many. Underneath the deck, we have coming into power, which I like. I step into my power boldly and confidently. So this is going to be the underlying energy, but you will be coming into some kind of power or feeling like you're stepping into power. And now that song comes back, the song that we had at the beginning of the spread when I was getting the cards together, Invincible by Big Wild. This is like you're going to be getting into it, getting into the groove. I feel like by May, whatever this new creative endeavor that you've been following your bliss on and working and building up towards, like you're going to be stepping into that energy as you emerge into grace. Look at that. I love that. So this is, I open my soul to grace. Moving forward gracefully. Sometimes, partnership isn't always pretty. There's negotiations. There's doing things that, might not be your first choice, but you have to, gracefully work with another person or multiple people in order to make something happen, right? Can't always get what you want, but if you try sometimes, you just might find that you get what you need. What's that song from? But it's true. It's learning to age gracefully, work together gracefully. Emerging into grace. Someone is just, they're doing it so naturally, so beautifully. Just letting it happen. Underneath the deck, we have balance, number 19. This is Libra energy. Top of the deck, main energy, resilience, number 21. So the 21st could be significant. Also, 2 + 1 = 3. 3s are about celebration. They're about partnership, like the 3 of Pentacles there. It's about, waiting for your ships to come in. Someone is very resilient. That's where that grace is coming from. Someone is really resilient. It's like they could have gone through ups, the downs, the ins, the outs. Could have had a rough month there in March or April. And I feel like somebody's like emerging from this, could even be through this partnership, right? Emerging through this and coming out on top, coming out resilient. This could be some kind of like a really big deal, a really big partnership, like someone bossing up, becoming invincible, right? Everybody's like, wow, look at that person, look how far they've come. Look how resilient they were. I mean, look at this card, like she's carrying the weight of the world on her back, but she's still moving forward. She's resilient. Keep on keeping on. I like it. What do we have for our general collective for the month of May 2025, please? Scorpio, full flower moon in Scorpio, please. Higher consciousness underneath the deck. I like it. It's powerful. And this is how you're getting through your resilience. You're keeping yourself grounded through meditation and higher consciousness. That's where that grace is coming from. Because you're working with spirit. Top of the deck, Rosemary, ancient memory. Number 3. 3s are going to be significant in the month of May. We have 333. So Rosemary. Definitely reach for Rosemary. This is also Mercury energy as well as the Sun energy. Sun, all about self, and Mercurial energy, which is about communication. Communicating with oneself, ancient memory, yeah. You're really getting down to like the roots, your DNA, ancestral, like I'm seeing like ancestral imagery, like you'll be getting messages, downloads, from your ancient past, your ancestors, your spirit guides. If during this month, if you start getting like these, you may even have like awakenings, and if you start getting these crazy notions that you were like part of a Nordic tribe, or you have like pagan roots or something, look into that. Like, follow that rabbit hole, and you'll be surprised at some of the things that you'll find out, and you're just like, I thought I dreamt that, or I thought I was dreaming, or I thought I was just making it up. No, those are your deep ancestral roots that's like embedded within your DNA, and you're remembering, and it's coming up. That's what this is all about. Even this Three of Pentacles, you could be partnering with your higher power, like your higher spirits. Your spirit guides are like coming to support you. You're powering up. This is how you emerge gracefully and resiliently. You're leaning on your tribe, your spirit army, working together. Definitely honor your ancestors. The more that you honor your ancestors, things like altars, or saying a prayer daily, and just addressing your ancestors. They love that. They love it. Okay, what else do we have for the month of May, please? Full moon in Pisces underneath the deck. Forgive. So you may have to forgive someone in order to move forward gracefully. Like I was saying, like you may not, you have to learn how to negotiate and work together with people. You can't always get what you want, but sometimes you get what you need. You just have to learn how to work together. So forgiveness may be part of that, either for another person or yourself. Top of the deck, though, we've got the first quarter moon in Aries. Step into your power. See, we were saying that at the very beginning of this. You are emerging, like you are stepping into your power. What is that? Coming into power. You're stepping into your power. The power takes over. You are invincible. This is where you're going to be stepping into your power with that Aries energy. Ooh, I like it. That's also very Scorpionic energy too. During the month, like during a full moon in Scorpio energy is all about taking your power back, stepping into your power and taking it all back. In fact, so Scorpio is ruled by Mars, which is Aries energy. Mars is the ruling planet of Aries, and Pluto. Scorpio is a lot like Aries when it comes to that type of energy. They're a very fiery water sign. So yeah, you're going to be stepping into your power around the time of the full moon in Scorpio, full flower moon. Underneath the deck, cat's eye independence. Yeah, stepping into power and becoming more independent. That's the underlying energy. Top of the deck, we've got lion skin tolerance. I can't make this up. I'll tell you, this lion Leo first house energy is prominent throughout the first couple months of the year, which is great. That it's about courage and strength and stepping into your power, taking power, right? So the totem animal for the stone is the lion. Unlike other members of the cat family, which tend to be independent, lions live within a communal group. So lion skin reminds us that cooperation and tolerance is key to any group success and sustainability. When you're in charge of a situation or group, lion skin can strengthen your leadership skills, including the ability to delegate, inspire, and communicate effectively. Affirmation, I am tolerant, I cooperate with others, and willingly compromise when it's for the greater good. I was picking up on like a group, communal, working together, And this is how you emerge gracefully and resiliently, by working together with others. I feel like you're going to you have some kind of like ancient leadership wisdom about you, or ancient leadership knowledge. It's just embedded in your bones. It's embedded, it's in your DNA. This is what's going to help you step into power, and also exercise tolerance during the month of May. So let's get the dice for the month of May. So Astro dice for the month of May. The Scorpio, flower, full moon, Scorpio. Okay, so we've got 10th house. Okay, so 10th house doesn't surprise me. 10th house is about leadership. It's about leadership. It's about what you do for work. It's about fame, career. Okay, so it's Uranus. So rebellion, eccentricity, upheaval. Check where you have Uranus in your chart. You may want to check that. I know, like for instance, mine is in Scorpio. Then we've got Pisces. And Pisces is very mystical energy. It's a fellow water sign, so it's interesting that the full moon is during Scorpio. And 10th house, the 10th. Yeah, the 10th house, this is what I was trying to find. It's I achieve, career status, reputation, purpose, taking power. Stepping into your power. It's all about taking power, stepping into your power. Wow. Also, I understand, and it's Capricorn Saturn energy as well, the 10th house is. For those of you learning or wanting to know. So look at, like, if check your, where you have Uranus in your chart, where you have Pisces in your chart, and also what is in your 10th house, and that could bring some clarity for you during the month of May. So now let's look at June. June 11th is when the full moon in Sagittarius happens. It's the strawberry full moon in Sagittarius on June 11th at 12:44 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time. It's going to be on a Wednesday, so it happens real early in the morning or late at night, depending on how you look at it. Sagittarius, full strawberry moon, Sagittarius for June. So underneath the deck, we have the Ace of Staffs. I like it. Aces, again, they're gifts from the universe. This is all about a passionate new beginning. It could be a passion like towards a person, whether that's romantic or platonic, or this could be a passion like towards what you're passionate about, work, career, finance, business, or passion projects. What do we have for June, please? One card for June. Four of Swords. So this is taking a mental break, rest, relaxation, some R&R. There could have been a passionate new beginning. Somebody could be taking a break, a rest. It could be a separation. For some of you, others of you could be like, it could be like a vacation. Just taking a vacation, just taking a break, taking a rest. Needing to communicate rest, mental clarity. For many of you, like, I feel like this could mean like vacation. One more. June, please. Strawberry moon in Sagittarius. Underneath the deck, we have soaring into joy. Childlike wonder fills my life. And this is lighthearted, carefree energy. So somebody really is like needing to de-stress, detox, you know, take a break, take a rest. Then we have cultivating prosperity. The abundance of the universe is pouring into my life. 1221 on the clock. You might want to look up angel number 1221 right now. So while I do feel like someone is cultivating prosperity, I feel like this is like in leisure time. You know, people like gardening. Some people like to garden, you know, just as a way to relax their mind. Do like outdoor meditation by gardening. I feel like that's going to be significant for a lot of you, especially during the month of June. You know, that's early summer. At least in the northern hemisphere here in the United States, which is where this is being recorded. So, cultivating prosperity. But this isn't just about, you know, working the land. This is any kind of prosperity. Cultivating any kind of prosperity in your life. This could be romantic. This could be, you know, material, financial. It could be physical, like, you know, gardening and that type of thing as well. But take it as it resonates. Okay. That was weird. So underneath the deck we have number 40, darkness. So this is like dark moon energy going into the void. Somebody could be going into the void, doing some like shadow work, inner child work, you know, that type of energy. Long night moon. But top of the deck, what we're paying attention to is blossoming, the flower moon. So something significant could have happened during the full flower moon in May. And you could be, you know, still working off the energy off of that in June. Blossoming. It's like the flower moon, you know, April showers bring May flowers. So the full flower moon in May could have brought flowers that are now blossoming as you're cultivating this prosperity, doing this gardening, working on things, continuing to grow, continuing to blossom. Music could also be significant for you. Violins especially. 33, the number 33 could be significant. Somebody could be 33 years old. It is a master number. 3 plus 3 is 6. 6 is about balance. And it's also about victory. It's about smoother communication. And it's also about your inner child. Okay, Palo Santo Guardian. You have a guardian angel around you. 55. Master number 55. And then we have 12. Rose, love. So the number 12. The 12 could be significant. This would be... Yeah. So, okay. So I'm seeing 30... Okay. The flower moon... The month before was also on the 12th. So I'm feeling there could, for those of you who could have potentially connected with a love or relationship or partnership during the flower moon in May, that's going to be playing a big part during the strawberry moon the next month. So, and we're looking at rose, love. So roses would be significant. The number 3 and the number 12 could be significant. And just the whole concept of love itself is going to be significant. You've got like a guardian angel that's watching over you too, because that's underneath the deck, guardian. There's some type of guardian energy around you. You're going to have love blossoming. Now, for those of you that are not in a partnership of any sort, this could be self-love. This is like Venus moon energy. What else for the month of June? Underneath the deck, clear your mind.
with last quarter moon in Gemini. So just make sure that you're, thinking from a fresh, open-minded perspective. And then top of the moon, we have the first quarter moon in Gemini. Speak your world into being. So, speak your world into being. Say it. Practice what you preach. Put it out there. If you love somebody, say that you love them. Speak it. That's how you manifest, that's how you will manifest your world. Put it into action. Cultivate prosperity by speaking your power, speaking what you want to manifest into your world. That is how you will blossom. 100%. Words are spells. That's why they call it spelling. Words hold the power of magic. That's why you have to be very careful about what you say, how you say it, how you talk to yourself, how you think about yourself. June, please. Strawberry moon, June. Underneath the deck, nutrition. So there's that nutrition card again. This is just talking about making sure that, you are what you eat, you are what you see, what you speak, what you put into your body, all of that. It's all about the nutrition that you feed yourself. What do you feed your soul? Top of the deck. I was saying, okay, look, and underneath the deck for here, soaring into joy, I was saying this was about your inner child, but so is the cultivating prosperity. And the 3-3, because it turns into a 6, and 6s are about your inner child. Rhodochrosite. It's inner child. Rhodochrosite right here. Rhodochrosite. I don't know if you can see that. It's a beautiful little stone. It's like pink and black. Rhodochrosite derives its name from the Greek word for the Greek word for rose red, the color for love. Rose, love. And we got this card. So there's definitely some kind of love or partnership or relationship that's going to be coming in for you guys during the month of June. The layers of white, gray, and black speckles resemble layers of sediment buried deep within. It is the crystal for retrieving and releasing old childhood wounds, your inner child. To heal the inner child, rhodochrosite invokes a soothing, comfortable energy to the heart chakra and promotes forgiveness and self-love. So, affirmation. I embrace my past knowing that it has made me the person that I am today. Rhodochrosite. That is gorgeous. I love that. Love, love, love. You know what? I'm already going to call it... the full moon reading for 2025 is already so much better than 2024 was. So much better. Oops, I did 2 of them. So I'm excited about that. All right. Okay, and we have to do the dice for June. What do we have? Astro dice for the Sagittarius full strawberry moon. Sagittarius full strawberry moon. Okay, it came up Cancer, 3rd house, Uranus. No, Pluto. I'm sorry. Is that Pluto or Uranus? I'm learning these, the signs. That's Pluto. Okay, so I'm like, why do I keep on seeing Pluto also? Well, Pluto is in Aquarius now for the next 20 years, so we're going to be seeing a lot of Pluto energy coming in. Pluto's all about chaos. It's about transformation. And we're going to be seeing a lot of things changing. So, with that Plutonian energy, Pluto, Cancer, Pluto and Cancer. So this Pluto is going, so transformation, Cancer. Cancer is all about house, home, the comforts of home, family. There could be changes and transformation. Third house, that's communication. Siblings, there could be some changes with siblings. Third house energy. Oh, wait. But the third house is also about... okay, so it's about your immediate environment, mental activity, learning, communication, Gemini, Mercury energy again. Third house is coming up with a lot of people. Or with a lot of the sign, or with a lot of the months. So it's interesting. All right, moving along. July. We're halfway through. Halfway through in an hour and a half. So this is going to be like a 3-hour reading. Oh my goodness. Moving right along. Actually, let me make better room. Okay. Let's get into July. So July, we've got the full moon in Capricorn. It's going to be the full buck moon in Capricorn on July 10th at 1:37 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. This will be on a Thursday. Now we've got several retrogrades happening. 4 of them, in fact, that start in July. We have Neptune, Chiron, Mercury, and Saturn. Starting on the 4th, July 4th with Neptune, July 13th with Saturn, July 18th with Mercury, and that goes through August 11th. And then Chiron goes from the 30th to January 2nd, 2026. So that's... Chiron is all about healing. So you're going to be healing a bunch of stuff. Depending on where it falls in your chart, beginning in July. Buck moon, full buck moon. Underneath the deck, we've got the Death card, that's Scorpionic energy. So this talks about transformation, letting go, endings and beginnings, death, but also rebirth. So, yeah, there's definitely going to be some endings and beginnings with all those retrogrades about to happen for sure. Okay, so what do we have for July, please? One card for July, for the full buck moon in July. So we have the 9 of Staffs in reverse with the World underneath the deck. So endings and beginnings, big changes about to happen. We have somebody who is, they're giving up the Wounded Warrior energy. So I'm going to read it both because not everybody will be in reverse. But the Wounded Warrior, 9 of Wands energy. This is Leo, Sagittarius, Aries energy, very fiery energy. The Wounded Warrior is somebody who has been through the ins, the outs, the ups, the downs. They've been through the gauntlet. They're very wise. They're very knowledgeable. They make a hell of a great leader. But they're tired. They are at the end. It's a 9-year, right? They want, and we're halfway through the year already. They're just kind of like over it. They're ready to give it one more heave-ho, but it's like they want to lay down the burdens and start a new cycle, you know? And so with the 9 of Staffs, though, in reverse, this is somebody who's like, who sees the writing on the wall, who sees the other side already, who's been there, done that, and they're like, this isn't worth it. And so they just kind of like give up. You could be letting go of something, giving up on something. For some of you, for those of you who are in the reverse energy, right? But this is like realizing that something wasn't like worth the effort or worth all the worry. Some of you may be forced to have to kind of just like walk away. Like you don't have any control over it. It doesn't negate the fact that you're still a great leader, right? It's just like you had to just kind of like, okay, whatever. Walk away. Strong Sagittarius energy. Strong Sagittarius energy. Okay, so yeah, because underneath the deck we've got mending bridges, the energy of mending bridges. I heal rifts, I am a mender. Because somebody walked away from something, they're just like giving up on something. They're like, I don't even want to deal with it. Top of the deck, simplifying your life. Yeah, it's like you're like, I'm not even wasting my energy on this. This is like, I'm hearing that word again, F shit, right? Like, no. It's not that you're giving up, it's that you're not allowing yourself to waste your energy or your time. That's what that is. So you're simplifying your life. I cherish the simple pleasures of life. You're making it easier for yourself in July. For many of you, you could be doing summer cleaning. It's summer, right? It's not spring cleaning anymore, but you could be moving in the summer, doing garage sales and things like that, getting rid of a bunch of stuff, donating a bunch of stuff, getting rid of a bunch of junk, and simplifying your life as you mend bridges. In July, what is the full buck moon? Capricorn in July. I feel like for many of you, especially since it's in Capricorn, because again, Capricorn's all about making money and hustling and pinnacles. They really are. Very business-minded. This simplifying your life, you're going to be looking for ways, creative ways to make money, but also getting rid of a bunch of junk. You could be selling things online. Look into those selling apps like Wish, things like that. Underneath the deck we have a realization, number 3. Somebody's waking up and realizing the key to life, the key to their next door, to the door of opportunity, right? Somebody's realizing the bigger picture, making a realization. Yeah, because they've been assessing the situation. So we've got card number 9. The 9th could be significant for you during the month of July. But it's like somebody's assessing a situation, looking ahead and making a realization once they've done that they've got to simplify their life. Somebody could be preparing and getting ready for something like a move. They could just, instead of being in this wounded warrior energy and always living in survival mode, for instance, right? This is somebody that's just giving up and saying, you know what, F this, and I'm going to simplify my life. I'm going to pack up all my stuff. I'm going to sell what I need to. I'm assessing the situation because I've made a realization that I don't need this anymore. And I'm getting out of Dodge. And that's what I'm going to do. Now again, that's not for all of you. That's for some of you, but apply it to any part of your life. This could be a job. Packing up and going, to a different job. Could be moving to a different house. Could be going to a different school. Anything. Different relationship for some of you. Take it as it resonates. Very broad, general collective reading for all of you. So those of you who are still with me, if you're still with me, please drop a comment in the comments below. Tell me what you like so far. Okay, so then underneath the deck we've got number 25, Cat's Claw Purification. So you could be purifying your situation, figuring out a more pure way of life, which direction you want to go. What is it with freaking lions? I'm telling you. Okay, first off, you've got number 4, Rue, protection. But it's the face of a lion. This is incredible to me. How many lion Leo type of readings. So we've got the sun. It's the sun and Plutonian energy. So making major realizations of oneself. What goes around comes around, but you are being protected. You've got 2 angels on either side, and then 4 is a number of stability. four corners of a stable foundation. It's the 1111 card when it comes to Twinflame soulmate energy too. So you could be protected with a lover, or have somebody protecting you in a relationship. You could be assessing a situation, simplifying your life, looking for protection. Yeah, it's like you're simplifying but also perfecting your world around you. Realizing what's of value, what is true value in your world, and what is no longer needed. July. Full black moon, please, in Capricorn. You are protected. Underneath the deck, we've got the full moon in Pisces, forgive. So forgive yourself or forgive others in order to, move forward. This could have come after like some type of a fight or argument. Oh, look, so we have the first quarter moon in Capricorn. So this will be a full moon in Capricorn. Unleash your kindest self. Yeah. Unleash your kindest self. That Lion card. Yeah. This is like also like a card of protecting oneself, protecting one's heart with that Leo, that self energy, but also unleash the beast. Unleash your kindest self. You can protect yourself but still be open, like have an open heart. Right? The lion is noble, the lion is loving, the lion is, he is a lover, right? He travels in packs, he's part of a tribe, a family, a unit. But he's also a great protector. Unleash your kindest self, but you can still protect yourself while doing so. Very strong Capricorn energy there. Earth energy. What else for July? Underneath the deck we have carnelian, sexuality. So this is associated with the second chakra, so you may want to look into the second chakra. But main card, top of the deck, pink opal, reconciliation. Yeah, I was kind of seeing that. Also sexuality, reconciliation. Somebody could be having, like I said, somebody could have had a fight, an argument. There could have been a breakup. Somebody could be assessing the situation. Somebody could be simplifying their life, moving away, or could be moving in with somebody else. Somebody could be moving towards a protector. Somebody like moving in with someone to protect them. Because they're giving up this wounded warrior energy. They're giving up this, always having to fight the bigger fight. Somebody doesn't want to fight anymore. Somebody wants, somebody else to protect them. They want things simple again. It's not giving up, it's giving in. It's unleashing your kindest self. Now, the reconciliation tells me that this is somebody from your past or somebody that you have had a relationship with. Pink is the color associated with love, and opal is the crystal for October-born Libras, the sign for relationship, peace, and harmony. So you could be dealing with a Libra. You also could be dealing with anybody born in October, which would also be Scorpio. Pink opal can assist in mending quarrels. I said that at the beginning. Somebody could be having like a quarrel or an argument. But it can assist in mending quarrels and bringing reconciliation between partners. It helps one release tension, forgive the past, and focus on seeing one another through the eyes of love. So we also had that forgive card underneath the deck. So, affirmation, I forgive others knowing that they did the best they could do under the circumstance. Peace and love abound in our relationship. So, yeah, there could be reconciliation by the end of July, for sure. And mind you, we're going to be going into Mercury retrograde during that time. That is a time for quarrels, for arguments. There's like 4 retrogrades that are going to be happening in the month of July, so just prepare yourselves for it. It will be coming. All right, so we've got July. And let's see what the dice are. What is the Astro dice for July, please? Capricorn, buck, full moon. Full buck, Capricorn, moon. So we have Gemini, which makes sense because that's Mercury retrograde energy. First house, and what is that? Neptune. Imagination, dreams, and delusions. Oh, gosh. Gemini, don't get like, okay, so if you have Gemini, if you have Neptune and Gemini, you could get like delusional type of visions, dreams, imagery, imagination. Don't let your imagination get away with you. You also could have Gemini in the first house. Check out where Neptune is in your chart. Check out what you have in your first house and check out where your Gemini placements are. First house. I mean, if you had Gemini first house, you'd be a Gemini, right? Or not necessarily. Just check into your placements. But yeah, Gemini makes sense during Mercury retrograde for sure. All right, on to August. So August, the full moon. August, the full moon falls on the 9th at 12:55 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time. This is on a Saturday. Aquarius. It's the Sturgeon full moon in Aquarius. Sturgeon full moon in Aquarius. Let's see. August 11th, Mercury retrograde will end. Okay, what do we have for the Sturgeon full moon in Aquarius on the 9th? In August, please. Energy going into this is the Empress, which I like. This is Libra Taurus energy. She's somebody who's beautifully balanced, right? She's got all elements in her chart. She's distinguished. She's successful. She's, if not pregnant, she's just like very, what's the word I'm looking for? Successful with anything like that she touches, it turns to gold. Right? Projects and endeavors and ideas and things like that, right? She's very bountiful. She's like a symbol of fertility and harvest. So, it's that type of energy. This could be you. This could be somebody that you're dealing with. The Empress. Queen of all queens. What do we have for August 2025? Thank you. Oh, 2 cards. I'm going to take the one that is on the bottom. Page of Pentacles. The Hermit. So, Page of Pentacles. Pages are messengers. They're also, this could be like younger energy. Somebody younger than you. Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus energy. But the Page of Pentacles, this is like the message of a new endeavor, a new beginning. Could have something to do with money. It could have something to do with anything material, right? Like finance, coins, pentacles, any kind of like success, right? Page-like energy. Could have something to do with a child. That's the truth underneath the deck. Ace of Swords again. So we're talking about truth, clarity, justice. Truth, clarity, justice. You know, the children go back to school in August, so some of you could be dealing with that. Not all children go back to school during that time, but that's when they start to. This could be a new job. August, please. Sturgeon full moon. August. Underneath the deck, flying free. I unfurl my wings and fly. Yeah, I'm getting strong, like going back to school, getting out from, you know, underneath mom and dad. Like, some of you may have children, like going to university or something, going away to school. That's the energy I'm getting, flying free, independence. Some of you could be moving out of, like, your parents' home. Some of you could be just moving out of, like, a home with another person, like, on your own. It's that kind of independent energy is what I'm feeling. This obviously is not all of you. It's some of you. But it's interesting because top of the deck we have sharing of yourself. I am an incredibly generous being. I am an incredibly generous being. And it's like this woman on the back of a zebra who's like giving her a lift. It looks like across a lake or something, right? Being generous and incredibly generous. This Page of Pentacles, this could be somebody helping someone out with money. For some of you, not all of you. But it could have something to do with money. It could have something to do with like freedom or financial freedom. But you're sharing of yourself. You're sharing your knowledge. You're sharing your home. You're sharing resources of some sort. You or another person could be generous or sharing resources of some sort during the month of August. Now, I know that this is such a long reading, and it's for some of you, it's, you know, tough to stick along, but if you journal these the way that I do throughout the year, and then when you go along with me each month talking about the full moon readings, depending on, you know, the ones that you listen to for your signs, it's uncanny how these themes for each full moon really do fall in line with the monthly readings that I won't do until next year, months later, right? So I always find it interesting. So underneath the deck, we have the Dark Moon again, the Void, card number 1. This is, you know, somebody who's gone within themselves. This also was that Hermit energy that we saw. We had 2 cards that fell, and the Hermit was the other one. So the Hermit is all about going into your shadow side, going into the dark to do your shadow work, right? And it's a very spiritual card, but it's like, you know, looking for that light within the darkness, looking for that inspiration. Once you find it, then you get out of that dark space, you get out of that dark energy, and you go towards the light, you know? And that's when you're sharing of yourself. That's when you're able to help other people, when you've already helped yourself by going within. So because this is bottom of the deck, I feel like this is energy that you've already embraced, that you've already dealt with. And top of the deck, we've got, Sovereignty, number 41. This is like the main card of this deck. And this is someone who uses full discernment. They're in their full spiritual power. You know, they know how to trust themselves. It's all about, you know, being sovereign, using discernment, trusting your gut. I love this energy. Making wise decisions. If you're deciding to help somebody, it's for the right reasons, under the right circumstances. You may have contracts in place because of it. Also, careful about that, especially while Mercury retrograde is happening. You want to make sure that any contracts aren't, like, they're not new contracts signed during that time. But you're being very wise using discernment about the decisions that you're making during this time. You have to be, you know it, because it's Mercury retrograde. Until the 11th. 4 plus 1, number 41 could be significant. Somebody could be 41 years old, but 4 plus 1 equals 5. 5s are about change of direction. So the 5th could be significant as well. I want to do that again. I want to do that over, Spirit. I didn't like that at all. Okay. Thank you. Alright, Angel's Trumpet, Death, underneath the deck, 46. So this is just transformation. This is underneath the deck, underlying energy. I feel like this is just transformation in a situation. Top of the deck, we have intuition. Yeah, see? 5 again. 5. I knew it. So Blue Lotus. Now the Blue Lotus is... blue. Okay, so the lotus flower, first off, is a beautiful flower that grows from the depths and the darkness and the muck and the mud at the bottom of a pond. And it shoots all the way up through the pond and then develops into this beautiful blossoming flower at the top. But if you knew what it had to go through in order to get to the top, it's incredible, right? That's the Blue Lotus energy. And so it's all about intuition. And I was saying, like, this sovereignty card, this is all about using your intuition during the month of August. Making the best decisions, whether that's sharing of yourself, your resources, or sharing of yourself in a way that resources are being shared with you. But you're being very wise and very smart about what you're doing, how you're doing it. 5s could be very significant for you during this month. Okay, what do we have for August? Full Sturgeon Moon and Aquarius, please. Could be dealing with an Aquarius. Have Aquarius strong in your chart somewhere. This is sun and moon energy. So it's like you've got yin and yang, night and day. Very wise. My voice is shot. It's because this is a long reading. So underneath the deck we have the last quarter moon in Scorpio. Reveal what needs to be seen. Yeah, this is that inner mystic energy, right? This is your intuition. You using your inner sense of knowing, using that sovereignty, that discernment in order to make decisions underneath the deck. You also could have strong Scorpio in your chart or be dealing with somebody who does. Top of the deck, we've got new moon in Capricorn, step up and lead. This is you stepping up into your full power, using your intuition, using your discernment, and stepping into that queen-like energy, goddess-like energy, that empress-like energy that we saw at the very beginning of this reading. 100%. That's gorgeous. That's how you share of yourself, your knowledge and your wisdom as you step into your power. That's beautiful. Okay. What is our crystal oracle for the month of August? So underneath the deck we've got Bloodstone Courage, going along with more of that Leo lion type of energy throughout the year, it seems. But that's underlying energy. Top of the deck we've got Zebra Stone. So there's a zebra on this card. I can't even make it up. Like zebras during the month of August can be significant for you. Zebras. So we have Zebra Stone and we have a actual zebra in the reading. Oh my goodness. So zebra contains the black and the white, and I was saying the yin yang, right? the sun and the moon, yin and yang. So zebra stone contains the black and the white colors of zebra. Black is the color of earth plane, and white indicates the spiritual realm. For light workers, it helps balance living a spiritual life on the physical plane. Like the horse, zebra stone assists you to be balanced and sure-footed and to work in both realms while remaining stable and poised. So affirmation, I balance living my physical life with my spiritual path. And again, that is a lot about this sovereign type of energy that you've got with the sovereignty Queen of the Moon card, along with the Blue Lotus intuition. You're sharing of yourself by being sovereign, by being balanced, right? That's how you're giving of yourself. That's how you're giving of your resources, your knowledge, your intuition. Dang, that's beautiful. I really love that. Also, just the zebra in itself could have significance for you. So that is August. And let's get the Astro dice for August. August, please. Aquarius, striking full moon. Aries again. Is that North Node or South Node? I think that's South Node. South Node. So we're dealing with your karmic past in the month of August. South Node. You could have your South Node in Aries in the 7th house. You could have Aries in the 7th house. Check where Aries is in your chart. Check what is in your 7th house. Check where your South Node is in your chart. So the 7th house deals with partnerships, marriage, other partnerships like business partnerships, things like that. It's the awareness of others. Also, I collaborate. It's Libra Venus energy. So you could have had a karmic partnership or past with some kind of partner, business partner, romantic partner in the past. They could have been Libra in the past or Aries. Take it as it resonates. All right, so and or you could be dealing with that energy during the month of August. So now let's get into September. So the last quarter of the year? Almost. Okay, so for September, we have the full moon. It's also a lunar eclipse. It's going to be the full corn moon in Pisces on September 7th at 11:09 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time. This is going to be on a Sunday. Full corn moon. And Pisces, please. What do we have for the full corn moon in Pisces? Full corn moon. Energy going into this is the 8 of Swords. Somebody's anxious, nervous. Somebody's in their head. But you can get out of your head as easily as you're into it. It's just stress. Somebody could be having trouble sleeping. It's like a mental prison. That's too many. One card, please, for September. It's the World card in reverse. So, Death card underneath the deck. So this is transformation. Somebody could be repeating a cycle. And again, I'm going to read this upright and in reverse because not everybody's on the same exact timeline. So we could be dealing with Leo, Aquarius, Taurus, Scorpio energy with the World card, but this is about cycles, endings and beginnings. You could be ending something, beginning something new. For others of you, if it is a matter of the World card in reverse, somebody could be repeating a cycle. But here's the thing. When you repeat cycles, don't look at it as starting over. Look at it as starting new. Or it is like starting over, but from a new spot with more wisdom. So you have the wisdom, you have the experience of the last time. The definition of crazy is doing the same thing over, but expecting different results. So it's like you can start over again, but just do it differently this time. That way you'll get different results. So, the World card. So it could be starting something over again. Some of you could be, repeating a grade, repeating a class, repeating a project, having to go back over your work, repeating a relationship, but in a different way. Trying something new in a different way. Okay, what do we have for September? Full corn moon. Underneath the deck, revealing radiance, my light illuminates the world. So this is like revealing something, revealing a project, revealing details of something. Hearing messages from Spirit is the main message. I am a clear channel for messages from Spirit. Now, for those of you who are like not repeating cycles, I feel like this is somebody like starting a new cycle, but it's like a new spiritual cycle. Somebody who could be like, they could have just like had an awakening or something, and it's like starting that new cycle of life, new cycle of spirituality. For others of you, this could be just like going back to the drawing board. Somebody could have heard messages from Spirit about what they need to do differently, and it's like now they've got the message, so it's like they're starting over, but from a renewed sense of faith. That could be the radiance. Renewed sense of faith. Yeah, renewed radiance. It's a renewed sense of faith because they're hearing messages from Spirit in a new way. Somebody could be seeing signs, seeing feathers, getting messages with different flowers, bugs, animals, seeing things through Mother Nature. Underneath the deck, we've got attraction, supermoon. You could be coming, super attracted to another person. This could happen like with some type of spiritual gathering. Careful about like falling for your spiritual leader or whatever. You don't want to like repeat toxic cycles of the past for some of you. Yeah, then we've got release, number 27. So the 27th could be significant for you. 2 plus 7 is 9. It's a 9-year. So we're talking about completions, endings, culmination points, if you will. Somebody is like releasing the past, needing to release the past, needing to release a past like relationship, a past cycle, a past way of doing things, and they're hearing the messages from Spirit. They're hearing what needs to be done in order to move forward. Somebody's birthday could be September 27th. That would be, I think that'd be a Libra. Some of you could be needing to release a Libra from your past. Others of you, if you are born September 27th, drop a comment in the comments below. Underneath the deck, we have Lavender Weaver, number 20. Somebody needs rest. Like Dreamweaver. And then we have, top of the deck, Palo Santo, number 55, Guardian. So 5s could be significant. 5s are significant. It's a change of direction. Also, I see 111 on the clock right now. You might want to look up angel number 111. So, number 55, change of direction. It's double confirmation. Also, we've got North Node. That is your life's purpose, along with Pluto. And that's transformation. Transformation of life's purpose. You've got There's a transformation from your life's purpose. Some of you could be like completely recreating yourself, or recreating or restarting, like starting over with the same type of thing that you've been doing, but just like I was saying, in a different way, because this is your life's purpose, but you're releasing the past and trying to move forward in a different kind of way. You're hearing and seeing spirit in a different kind of way, because you're getting the messages from your spirit guardians. Hearing those messages from spirit and releasing your past. I'm hearing the song Dreamweaver, like you could be getting these messages through your dreams. You might want to Google the song Dreamweaver. I'm not even going to try to sing it right now. Palo Santo also. You might want to cleanse your energy with Palo Santo. Look that up. Wonderful, wonderful purifier. Gets rid of negative energy. I like to use white sage, but Palo Santo works great too. This card has been popping up underneath the deck for several of the months. Full moon in Pisces, we've got forgive. I'm hearing forgive and forget. So there's something that you have to let go, release from your past and just forgive. This could be somebody from your past. This could be like Libra energy. I don't know why I'm getting that, but I am. But yeah, forgive and forget. Something from your past. Top of the deck, we have last quarter moon in Cancer. Take a breather. So release. It's like release and relax. Release and relax. This change of direction, you're being guarded, you're being protected, you're hearing the messages. It's like release and let go. Giving it up to, the universe. Giving it up to the powers that be. Letting go of control. What else do we have for the September full corn moon in Pisces? Full corn moon in Pisces. It's going to be very emotional energy, especially with a full moon in Pisces. Then we've got that last quarter moon in Cancer energy with the take a breather, and then we had the Pisces forgive underneath. Especially if you have to start over with anything, release the energy of anything. You're asking for spirits, for messages, hearing spirits for messages. Hearing messages from spirit. I'm tired. I feel like this is going to be very emotional energy. Underneath the deck, we have fluorite, which is all about focus. You're going to have to focus on what it is that you really want and how you're going to obtain it, which is releasing and letting go and just kind of like giving the universe control. Jesus, take the wheel, so to speak. And that's easier said than done for a lot of signs. So you're going to have to focus. Top of the deck, though, we've got Dalmatian stone, loyalty. Maybe that's what you have to focus on. But you know what I'm getting for most of you? This is loyalty to yourself and loyalty to your faith, your belief, to your spirits, to your higher power. So Dalmatian stone, loyalty. Wow, don't I have one? That's not one. I have one, just not right here. Yeah. Like the dog, a man's best friend, Dalmatian stone represents loyalty and unconditional love. It reminds you to be a true blue friend. Dalmatian stone teaches you to be loving even when someone is being unlovable, and to see the light of God in everyone. Receiving Dalmatian stone can also indicate working and connecting with the dog kingdom. Affirmation, I'm a loyal friend. I remain supportive and loving, especially when someone is going through difficult times. So, that could be part of it too. You could be the guardian. You could be helping someone out. You could be seeing or hearing messages from spirit, and, it's talking about helping out a friend or being loyal to another person. Or you're just seeing the messages and realizing that, it's nothing that you can control. And that is literally like, what you're being asked to release is control. So that's going to be the month of September. Let's pull the dice, Astro dice. What do we have for the lunar eclipse, Pisces, full corn, moon? 12th house. Ooh, okay, so north. No. So Leo. That is... So that is Uranus, rebellion, and upheaval in the 12th house with Leo. So Leo could be getting feisty. So all this Leo energy that we've seen all the way up until this point has been really good first house type energy, all about self. And then in September, Leo's going to rebel, and it could be, this could also have something to do with spiritual self. Wow. So it's like someone could be really showing themselves, showing their loyalty, show their spiritual loyalty, and or getting rebellious. This is interesting. Okay, so Uranus, Leo, 12th house. So the 12th house is it's all about the dark and the light. It's about spirituality, solitude, institutions, transcendence, also self-sabotage. And that's that Uranus energy too. You could have like Leo energy wherever Leo is in your chart. Careful about self-sabotage. But it's also about your spiritual life. I transcend your subconscious. Pisces, Neptune energy. I was saying watery energy. Very watery energy during the month of September. And I see that. Big time. Okay. Last quarter of the year. We're almost there, guys. Bear with me. Okay, we are in October. My favorite month of the year. It's my birthday month. Okay, do me a favor. If you're still with me, drop a comment in the comments below. Tell me what month you were born. You can tell me what date you were born. And how your month is going to be looking for you during 2025. Alright, what do we have for the full moon in October, which is on the 6th at 8:48 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. This is on a Monday. Now this is going to be a super moon, and it's the full harvest moon in Aries. Full harvest moon in Aries in the month of October, please. Energy going into this during October is the Death card. So that's Scorpionic energy. So that's during the month of October. But this is all about, the Death card isn't necessarily about death. It's all about transformation. When something dies, that gives the earth, the universe, room for something to be born again, right? So it's like death, but it's also rebirth. All right. Let's get one card for the month of October. The full Aries moon. Full harvest moon in Aries. So we have the Four of Cups, and it wanted to fall in reverse, which is actually a really good thing. And underneath the deck is Temperance, which is Sagittarius energy. It's all about balance, balancing the 3D and the 5D, spiritually speaking. It's like balancing the spiritual with the physical, okay? Also, that's the angel of the guardian. The angel of the Zodiac, so it's all about protection and guardianship. Now, the Four of Cups are all about emotions and feelings. Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces energy, water energy. Typically, when the Four of Cups is upright, this is a period and a feeling of being bored, of being kind of like over it, like having all your cups fulfilled, but almost kind of being arrogant and not realizing that you still have other opportunities and other things out there. But when it's in reverse, It's not that that is being spelled out, but it's that attitude that's being kind of let go. It's knowing that 1, 2, 3 on the clock, by the way, so you might want to look up angel number 1, 2, 3. But it's like the energy of making room, letting good things flow to you, letting good things come in. Like when the Four of Cups is upright, it's like the energy of like holding on to something or holding back from. But when the Four of Cups is in reverse, it's all about like go with the flow. And that's what I'm getting from that. The harvest, the harvest full moon, it's a time of abundance. And not so much, even though you are harvesting things and bringing things in, harvesting the crops and all, it's not so much holding on as it is a time of sharing, right? Sharing is caring, harvesting and then celebrating it. What do we have for the harvest full moon in Aries, please, in October? Underneath the deck, receiving from angels, shimmering wings of angels, embrace me with love. So we already saw the Temperance card underneath the deck. And so we have angel again underneath the deck. You really are being protected by angels and by your ancestors, by your spirit guides, by those around you. You're receiving protection from angels around you. And manifesting your dreams. Now, it's interesting. This is the harvest full moon. And 9 times out of 10, when you're looking at anything with like a harvest card or whatever, you're going to see a cornucopia. We have the manifesting dreams. My dreams are coming true. And there's a cornucopia, a harvest basket. You see all the food being harvested. This is like the perfect time of year. And so I feel like your dreams are also manifesting at this time. I believe it was in the month of February that we had seen the harvest card that came up. The harvest moon card that came up. It was in February, March, somewhere in there. Harvest moon fruition. It was in February. So think back to February. When you go back to February at this point, and whatever those dreams were that you were working on at that time or planting the seeds for, I feel like that is manifesting at this time. Your dreams are coming true. I love that. What else do we have for October? The supermoon, Aries harvest supermoon in October, please. Underneath the deck, we have snow moon purity, which I want to say is like January. So also the January snow moon could have been significant. Or maybe that was... Wait, was that February? Hold on. If that was February, I'm telling you, something significant. Yeah. February was the Leo snow moon, purity. So there's definitely something significant having to do with seeds that were planted in February and now coming to fruition and the harvest moon. Go back and remember what you did in February. Write down what you do in February because that could be coming into fruition by October. Pay attention to that. Top of the deck, we have wisdom, number 22. So, okay, 22, again, another master number. 2 + 2 = 4. 4 is all about stability, foundation, the actual like 4 corners of a house, a home, an apartment building, an office building, something like that. So we could be talking about manifesting stability, manifesting a house, manifesting a home. You could have planted seeds back in February. It could have been building a home, over the year, like throughout the year. Also, this is like a twin flame divine partner number. You could be partnering up with somebody. It was something, you made a very wise choice about something. And now you don't have to wait for it. It's here. That's why that Four of Cups is in reverse. You're done waiting. You're done being over it. It's time. And it's from something that happened around the time of the snow moon. Also, the 22nd could be significant. Somebody could be 22 years old. The number 4, the number 22 could be significant. One more, please. Underneath the deck, cat's claw, purification again. So we have that cat's claw. Somebody could have a black cat. Mine is running around here right now as I say that. Okay, so we have number 52, lemon balm, nurture. So somebody could be 52 years old. Lemon balm could be significant. Or you could use lemon balm. Bees could be significant, also a sign of royalty and a sign of good fortune, good luck. What is that? Saturn and what are those signs? I'm trying to get better with the signs. The astrological signs or symbols. So it's Jupiter and Saturn. Jupiter is all about expansion, optimism, and abundance, and Saturn is about restriction, pessimism, and structure. What is significant about these months, or this month? So in October, well, okay, I will say Jupiter goes into retrograde in November, so the month after this. So there could be something that you're having to make wise decisions about nurturing. It could be a relationship that you're nurturing. It could be something that brings you luck and abundance with that Jupiter energy. Something that you've been working on, but you've been very wise about, and the way that it's been harvested, and you've been working on it diligently throughout the entire year. And we see that. If you're not 52 years old, you could be dealing with somebody who's 52 years old, maybe born in 1952. Also, 5 + 2 = 7. Sevens are about planting of seeds. It's about growth. It's about, defending your morals, ethics, beliefs, values, goals. It's about having lots of opportunities and options. Underneath the deck, we have the full moon in Scorpio. Breathe through the tension, but I feel like there's really not a lot of tension anymore. I feel like you've already breathed through that. It's interesting, though, the full moon in Scorpio, because you will be during, October is, the end of October is Scorpio season, so you will be touching upon that. So then we have the first quarter moon in Leo. Be humble. Be humble about what you're manifesting, what's going to be coming through. Be wise as you nurture yourself and your relationships around this. You're going to see a lot of people wanting to come out of the woodwork. When you come into any kind of prosperity, especially after everything that you've worked really hard for, people are going to want to not only come for you for what it is that you have, but also people like to talk. They're like, oh, that person, look at them. Look how they came up, blah, blah, blah. Look at them, with their money or their success or whatever. But what they forget is all the grind, all the hustle, all the hard work that it took to get there. They always forget about that part, right? So Spirit is saying, be humble about this. Be humble with that energy. Stay grounded. You could be, tempted, especially with that full moon in Aries energy, to be a little hot-headed and controlling when it comes to, very emperor-like. And emperors, they can be haughty. They can be flashy. Not so much look at me, but they just don't care, you know. So just be humble. Underneath the deck, we have Citrine Joy. I like this energy. So this is sun energy, reminding us of bright sunny days. It's warm and positive energy. Top of the deck, we have Raciolite, and it's all about compassion. So this is, you know, being happy, you know, for the situation, what you're manifesting, everything that you're bringing in, because you're manifesting your dreams, right? But Spirit is saying also be humble about it and compassionate about, you know, how you're putting yourself out there. So Praciolite is a green amethyst. Amethyst stimulates the crown chakra, promoting spirituality, and green is the color of the heart chakra. Praciolite opens you to spiritual love. It helps you to see beyond the masks that people wear and recognize the divine spark of light that they are. Do you have a grievance with someone? Perhaps you cannot see their divine light. Begin noticing the good in them and watch those good qualities amplify, because whatever you focus on will expand. Affirmation: I see the good in others and help them see it in themselves. So, you know, be the example. Be the change. Be wise. Be wise and compassionate with the way that you look, and you know, it's all due to what you're manifesting. All right. Okay. We have to get the October dice, and then we just have 2 more. We're almost over. What do we have for October? The supermoon in Aries, harvest full moon, please. So we've got Scorpio, 8th house. That's Scorpio. This is the month of October. That's going to be strong Scorpio energy. And the moon card. So this could, if you're Scorpio moon, I'm Scorpio moon. Scorpio moon in the 8th house. Check your 8th house. Check where Scorpio falls in your chart, and check where your moon sign is. You could have messages there for the month of October. So the moon in Scorpio, 8th house. Yeah, the Scorpio rules the 8th house. And it's all about, I'll tell you what I have written down. So it's all about, I circulate. Sex, death, letting go, regeneration, other people's money. It's all about shared resources. Also, I doubt, transformation. It's Scorpio, Mars, and also Pluto energy. So, okay, let's get November. So November's full moon is on the 5th. We started at the middle of the month, and now our full moons are starting at the beginning of the month. So the full moon, it's going to be another super moon. The Beaver full moon in Taurus on the 5th at 5:19 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. This is going to be on a Wednesday. Super moon, Taurus energy. Beaver full moon, please. Taurus. Beaver full moon for Taurus. Taurus energy. So we have the 2 of Swords. This is Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. You're going to be in your head about, you know, trying to make a decision between 2 things, and you may feel as if you're blinded or you don't have like all the information that you need, so you're going to have to depend on your other senses or other forms of information, right, in order to make a wise choice. Okay, what do we have for the month of November? The Beaver full moon in Taurus, please. Beaver full moon in Taurus. Thank you. So we have the 4 of Pentacles, and it wanted to fall in reverse. I'm going to read it both ways for you guys. Now the 4 of Pentacles, Judgment underneath the deck. Oh, you're going to be making big choices during this month. Now there could be a judgment coming through. Justice. Wow. Something that There could be some kind of ruling, some kind of judgment coming through, having to do with Wheel of Fortune, Pentacles, money, and justice. This could be like a court ruling, something that like hurt you or broke your heart or was heartbreaking in the past. But it's being cleared up by the month of November, by the Beaver full moon. Now, the Four of Pentacles typically talks about saving money, holding on to money. But in reverse, this talks about not saving and not holding on to, and maybe even like spending unwisely. Be careful of that. For others of you, this is saving money, right? Holding on to it, learning how to hold on to it. And you're wanting to do that because, you know, you're getting into the holidays and the winter months when there's, you know, presents and things to be bought. Getting into, you know, Thanksgiving, Christmas, Yule, harvest season, Hanukkah, all of that. Depending on what you celebrate, if you celebrate. Underneath the deck, communicating freely. I communicate from the depths of my being. So this is somebody learning how to open up, speak up, communicate clearly. Because you're revealing radiance. My light illuminates the world. It's like you're not holding on anymore. I feel like there's somebody that's also becoming more generous, sharing more, giving more, caring more. They're learning like what you give is what is returned. And I feel like a lot of that has to do with communication. They're communicating more freely, more openly, not just verbally, but through their heart. And I'm not talking about all money, all finance, you know, I'm talking about time. I'm talking about helping in other ways, mentorship and things like that too. You can reveal radiance in those ways as well. Okay. Okay, underneath the deck, we've got the blue moon, the unexpected, number 43. So something unexpected could be happening during the month of November, especially around the time of the Beaver full moon. And it's going to be a super moon, so that also could be, you know, that unexpected energy. Just be prepared for anything. And then we've got card number 4, acceptance. It's like expect the unexpected and accept what is, right? And when it happens, you can only accept it. You can't fight it. You have to accept it. Embrace it, right? So this is a card of embracing this radiance. Embracing could even be change. I'm getting very go with the flow type of energy. Accepting one's differences, accepting it's like you don't want to change somebody. You want to accept them the way that they are because that's what makes them unique and beautiful. And as I say that, underneath the deck we've got number 37, Rhodiola. It's wisdom card, but I said, you know, embrace the uniqueness, and that's what makes them unique and beautiful. It's the picture of a unicorn. Unicorns could have some significance, but it's like somebody who's like a unicorn, unlike anybody else. Very magical, very different. Yeah, so, okay, so then we have number 50, ayahuasca, and this is a card of rebirth. So revealing radiance, accepting what is, and it's like somebody's being born again. Somebody's being reborn. Somebody could be 50 years old, okay, but 5 plus 0 equals 5, and 5 is about changes. We've got 4, 5 on the board. The 4th and the 5th of the month could be significant as well. Somebody could be 50, some could be 54 or 45. Somebody could be trying ayahuasca for the first time and feeling like or seeing like a unicorn. But it's just that feeling of magical rebirth, right? Somebody's accepting who they are, accepting the situation that they're in, ready to be reborn again. Underneath the deck, we've got full moon in Sagittarius, which is interesting because November is also Sagittarius season. So full moon in Sagittarius, see the bigger picture. While the full moon is going to be in Taurus, the Beaver full moon, we will be in Sagittarius season, so see the bigger picture. So you may be having to look at something from a higher perspective, right? New moon in Libra, know that you are loved. You could be that unicorn. You could be that unique person that just like everybody sees you like as the odd person out, but you really are this magical beast, right? That is that revealing radiance. You also could be dealing with a Libra that's like a unicorn. Now, for some of you, this isn't for everybody. For some of you, you could be dealing with somebody like who isn't sure which direction that they want to go, like sexually speaking, because that's a unicorn in that world, right? LGBTQ, something like that. Somebody who goes both ways. They're like the unicorn in a partnership or something. But also, like, that's somebody revealing their own radiance. That's their lifestyle choice, right? Somebody could just be, like, experimenting with that for a first time. Somebody could be 50 years old. Or there could be a change in direction in that situation. But know that you are loved. What else? Beaver full moon in Taurus. Angel blessings underneath the deck. Top of the deck, purification, selenite. So selenite derives its name from Selene, a Greek moon goddess. With its pure white translucent light, selenite can help purify your auric field and raise the vibration of your environment. It opens up the crown chakra and connects you to your angels, spirit guides, and higher self. Selenite is one of the few stones that require no cleansing because it does not retain negative energy. Affirmation: as I purify my space, it gives me a clean slate so I can fill it with the things of a higher vibration. And makes total sense that Angel Blessings is underneath the deck with this card, because put these two together and it's just like the purest of vibes, right? Angel Blessings, it's like you're being protected. And you're also being given a clean slate. You are loved. Like, even if you weren't sure about your sexuality, right? Or even if there's somebody who's struggling with being accepted for who they are. It's like, I feel like you're going to be revealing that radiance. You're going to like pop out and purify yourself, or feel this sense of renewal and purification. But just know that you're loved. Just the way that you are. You don't need to be anything else. You are your own sexy, magical, beautiful self of a beast, right? As pure and beautiful as selenite, and a beautiful white unicorn. So, there's that. I think that's beautiful. And obviously, that's not all of you, but I think that you can collect from that the messages that you need to understand on a universal scale what I'm trying to say. Okay, so the Astro Dice for November for the full Beaver Moon in Taurus, Super Moon. We've got Gemini, Moon, 7th house. So Moon and Gemini. 7th house. So, somebody obviously could have their moon in Gemini. Check where your moon is. Check where Gemini is in your chart. Also check what is in your 7th house in your chart. The 7th house is about partnerships, marriage, other partners. It could be business partnerships. But it's the awareness of others. I collaborate. It's Libra, Venus energy. Could be dealing with a Libra. Strong Libra energy in that reading for some reason. Is what I was getting. Okay. Also getting these cards. I want to make sure that they don't get... Okay, last but not least, we're on December, the December full moon. So this is going to be on the 4th of December at 3:14 Pacific Standard Time. This is going to be a Thursday, the last super moon of the year. This is going to be in Gemini, and it's called the Cold Full Moon. Cold Full Moon in Gemini, please, in the month of December 2025. Cold full moon in the month of December. I know this has been a long reading though, and I really appreciate and love every single one of you that has stuck with me for this long. Energy going into this, of course, on the very last reading. This is probably the most negative card that we've gotten this entire reading. But I don't look at the Tower card as negative. I am a Scorpio. After all, the Tower card is about things that come crashing down at the very end because they were built on an unstable, unsturdy foundation, right? The silver lining to the Tower card is that once something comes tumbling down, it can be rebuilt again, okay, on a more firm foundation. So this is a card of regeneration. It's a card of transformation. Whew. Excuse me, it's so late. Very Scorpionic energy. Could be dealing with Scorpio or have Scorpio somewhere strong in your chart. All right, let's get into it. What do we have for December, please? What is the main energy, the main theme for the month of December? The cold full moon in Gemini. I love it. It's the Temperance card. Underneath the deck, we have the Two of Pentacles, balancing work-life balance, relationships, work, money, kids, all the things, right? All the things that relate to Pentacles, money, stable finances, material goods. And at the end of the year, that's what everybody's doing anyway. It's Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus energy. We're in the month in the energy of Capricorn at the end of the year anyway, so it makes sense. Sagittarius energy, but this is Temperance. Again, this is balancing the 5D and the 3D. This is balancing the spiritual and the physical. This is also talking about having your angels around you, protecting you and guiding you, especially at the end of the year, where it can sometimes be some of the most stressful but also most magical energy of the entire season, of the entire year. So I love this energy. I love having this at the end of the year for the cold full moon. Temperance. Okay, what else? What else for the cold full moon in Gemini, please? More angel energy. This just happened for one of the other readings. Receiving from angels, shimmering wings of angels embrace me with love. So you have more angelic, guardian-like energy. You've got angels surrounding you. You also could be receiving downloads, messages from spirit, messages from your guides, messages from your ancient ancestors. It's like trust those messages when you hear them. And then during the month of December, I feel like you're opening up to love. Your heart is open. Whether this is romantic love, platonic love, love towards family, it's like also love towards self, self-acceptance, self-love. But for a lot of you, it's just love in general. Like really opening up yourselves, allowing it to happen. Balancing things out. You're opening to love and balancing things out. I feel like there's like a love for many of you that you could have been working on. If you're not in a serious relationship, it was like it could have been up and down throughout the year. And it's like it's finally coming in. I like the energy. Okay, so underneath the deck we have card number 28. Somebody's birthday could be on the 28th. But this is all about peace. It's very peaceful energy. So as your heart is opening up to love, like you're not fighting anymore. You're not fighting against, the feeling of why you shouldn't receive anything. It's like you're not fighting and creating self-sabotage. There's like no negativity. You're focused on peace. You're focused on love. That's the energy underneath the deck. Top of the deck we have trust. Yeah, because you trust yourself. You trust the energy of the universe. You're understanding energy a lot better. You're understanding like what you put out into the world is what comes back. You trust yourself. You trust others because you're opening to love. Somebody could be 32 years old, but also 3 + 2 = 5. 5 is about change of direction. You're changing the direction of the way that your heart once was. Before you didn't trust so much. I feel like it's like that Grinch energy, that cold, ice cold heart. It's warming up. Like there's flames coming off of that heart, right? So the heart is warming up and defrosting and growing because you're trusting in love, trusting in other people, trusting that they'll be there, trusting that they're not there to hurt you, trusting in your angels and your spirit guides. Underneath the deck, we've got tobacco offering. This is offering your ancestors and your spirit guides. Like build an altar, especially at this time of year, during the month of December. This is during the season of Yule. This is harvest time. This is, connecting with your ancient ancestors and loved ones. Give them offerings, and tobacco could be one of those things. Like just lay it on your altar. You can burn it in a cauldron or whatever you do. But offering number 24, the 24th could be significant. That's Christmas Eve for most of you. Top of the deck, we've got Arnica, teacher, number 33. So we've seen 22, we've seen 44, and now we've seen 33. Master number 33, 3 + 3 = 6. Sixes are about stability. They're about balancing out things. They're also about victory. They're about smoother communication. They're also about your inner child and people from your past. There could have been a teacher from your past or somebody that serves as your teacher, or you could be like a teacher to others and be teaching people through the way that you open up your heart, the way that you allow others to trust you. But I feel like for a lot of you, you could be trusting a teacher. And I'm also, so we just pulled card number 32 and then card number 33. When I see consecutive numbers like that, that tells me it's a very strong message, and also could be like a very divine, like soulmate or twin flame type of energy around you. This person could be very significant in your life because it's consecutive numbers. Very beneficial, very lucky type of energy. Cold moon, please. The cold full moon in Gemini. Underneath the deck, we've got last quarter moon in Aries. Work through your feelings. And a lot of that has to do with the trust. Is you're being taught, you're learning. If you're not doing the one teaching, you're learning how to trust again, right? How to open your heart. And that's where this, working through your feelings is all about. You're learning, you're growing, right? This is beautiful. So, top of the deck, new moon in Taurus, know your worth. Know your worth. And I feel like for many of you, that's been the problem in the past. It's like you may have recognized your worth, you may have said it, but it's like you didn't really fully believe it. You didn't trust it yourself. Now you trust it. Now you know it. Now you've got teachers. Now you could be a teacher. You know your worth. You know your worth. And that's why you're opening your heart again. And you're growing. It's beautiful. It really is. Like, I feel like at the end of 2025, you are going to know your worth. You're going to trust this. There's people trusting you. That's going to be opening up your heart to a whole nother new spiritual beginning with this temperance energy. You could be like an earth angel. You could be an actual, earth healer. People could look up to you like you're the angel in their eyes. Yeah. Visualization. Sodalite energy underneath the deck. I can't make this up if I tried. So, you're visualizing, imagination, visualization, clairvoyance, inspiration, and wisdom. This energy encourages you to take time to fantasize, daydream, and think in unlimited ways. Okay, so top of the deck. That was just bottom of the deck energy. Top of the deck. Rhodonite relationship right here. Rhodonite. It's very pretty. It's like pink and black and tan. So rhodonite is a pink and black love stone. So opening up your heart to love. The black and rhodonite releases obstacles and blockages to attracting love. It clears negativity in existent relationships. Black is also the color of the root chakra, so it gets to the root, bringing emotional wounds and scars to the surface to be transmuted. So the color black is grounding, so it can stabilize ongoing relationships. Affirmation: as I release old emotional wounds, it opens the door for me to embrace love to the fullest. So that is trusting. That's knowing your worth. That's trusting. That's teaching yourself and others how to love yourself, how to love in relationships. That's beautiful. And visualization, visualizing an even greater 2026 beyond that point, because now we're at the end of the year. It's really beautiful. Really beautiful. All right. So let's get the dice. Now, like I said, these aren't like full readings. This is a long ass reading as it is, but these are the main themes for the full moons of 2025. And what we're going to do throughout the year, each month, for each sign, I then go through and use this information for the full moon readings, which is at least one of the readings that I do each month for each sign. So, and it's very interesting to see how these predictions, because that's what this is, it's like a prediction reading, how these predictions align throughout the year for each sign's reading. So for the month of December, we've got Venus in Libra, which Venus is ruled by Libra. I'm sorry, Libra is ruled by Venus. In the 4th house. So, Venus, Libra, 4th. In the 4th house, is I nurture home, parents, roots, inner security, family. It's your inner world. Also, I feel, which is Cancer moon energy. So there's going to be something having to do with love, beauty, arts, having to do with also balancing that, and as that applies to family, which makes sense at the end of the year. It's going to be a beautiful, loving, balancing, family and relationships and your inner workings and whatnot at the end of the year, which is a time of family gatherings coming together anyway. Beautiful energy. All right, well, that's where I'm going to leave everybody. Thank you for sticking with me and getting through this. I know it's been a super long reading, but we do this only once a year to get set up for the rest of the year. As you know, it's Together We Grow. I always love sharing this time and energy with you. I look forward to reading for you again in the very near future and breaking this all down throughout the year. Make sure that you stick with me each month. Check out your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Mars signs too for additional messages. And if you're interested in personal readings, they're not as long as this. But if you're interested in your personal readings throughout the year, just check back with me. I have all of my contact information and booking information in the description below this video, or you can just shoot me an email and we'll set it up that way too. I look forward to reading for you in the very near future, and I hope that you guys have a fantastic 2025 year ahead. I'll see you guys on the flip side. Peace.